Thank you for your service. It is based on a true story about a couple of U.S. soldiers returning from Iraq and basically how they deal with everything that's going on around them, their personal life, the world, just basically trying to integrate back into society after dealing with all of the horrific things that go on during war. I was excited for this film because it's Miles Teller. Especially after I just saw Only the Brave. He's a good actor. Like, Whiplash was not a fluke. Like, he has a lot of acting chops, and he was good in this film. Haley Bennett's also in this film. She was in The Girl on the Train. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that film. That was awful. And then Amy Schumer is in this film. I at first was like, I recognized her. I was like, oh shoot! I was like, Amy Schumer's in this movie. I was like, what? At first it was distracting, but she was actually good in the film. But Miles Teller is the real standout. He's what the film focuses on for the most part. And he's good in it. He's a good lead actor. And Jason Hall, he was the writer of American Sniper. In this film, he directed and he wrote it. And he focuses more on the PTSD/depression side of returning home, which he kind of focused on a little bit in American Sniper, but in this film more so. It's pretty much the entire film. The thing is with this film is I feel mixed, and I feel like a jerk too, because I'm a movie critic, and it's like, if you're not really critical, then you're gonna think this film is one of the best ever, but when you've seen a lot of war films, a lot of films about soldiers returning home, it's just kind of like, almost like, But that's not to say there weren't some scenes that were just like, really, really like, heartbreaking almost to like view. There were. But I just didn't think the film as a whole was the sum of its parts. I think it was good in some parts, and in other parts it just kind of dragged. The score, honestly, I felt was a representation of the film. There were some tracks on the film that were really good. Like, the score was really good, fit the scene perfectly. And there were other scenes where it was just like, And I noticed who composed it. Like, right away, I was like, this kind of sounds like Thomas Newman. And at the end credits, I actually stayed for the end credits. I was like, Thomas Newman. His score is just kind of like a representation of this film. Like, like I said, there are some good things in this film, but then there are some like kind of things in this film, and I just I felt that it was just meh. That's the feeling I left the theater with, just meh. I thought that it was a well acted film, but I don't know. I think that's partially because obviously I'm not a veteran. Obviously I've never been to war, but I feel as though if I did, that I would like this film more. But that's not to say I didn't appreciate what the filmmaker was going for. I understand what he was going for. I just think it was kind of ham-fisted with the approach, which is a shame because, again, this is an important topic. It really is. Soldiers going through PTSD, going through depression, integrating back to society. It is very, very important, and I want to stress that in this review. It really is important. And I don't want people to not think that. I don't want people to think that I'm insensitive. It's just, I think the approach in this film was just okay. That was the feeling I had by the end of the film. So I'll be giving Thank You for Your Service a 3 out of 5 star rating. I would still say view this because it does give you a little bit of more insight into what these soldiers are going through when returning home or when in duty. And it is important. Again, it just doesn't meet the sum of its parts. And I feel kind of messed up for giving Suburbicon a light recommendation. This, kind of recommendation. Thank you for your service. I just thought it was just okay. But if you guys saw Thank You for Your Service, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And again, I respect what the filmmaker was going for. I just didn't think it was the best kind of film. But again, guys, thank you for watching, and catch you guys later.